Hello and welcome to this Plan With Me video where I will be setting up my bullet journal for September. Since I didn't make a video last month, I'm just starting with a quick flip through of my August pages, and now I'm ready to set up for September, where the theme is this psychedelic mushroom Hygge cozy theme. I had thought about making a mushroom theme for a while, but most of the mushroom themes that I've been seeing other people do have these very muted color schemes, earth tones and browns and stuff like that. And I just wasn't ready for a fall theme like that. Hi! My cat just stopped by to say hello. Anyway, in my mind, it's still going to be summer for a little longer. I don't feel like I got enough out of this summer, so I still want to keep some of the summer vibes alive. So I was inspired by Dark Sunlight's August theme, where she did a cottagecore theme that also had some mushrooms in it, but the color theme was really vibrant and, well, colorful. So I thought that was something I could use in my mushroom theme. So yeah, basically I just drew this mushroom in the middle that's meditating and has a third eye. Full disclosure, I was very inspired by a picture I saw on on Pinterest, but I didn't look it up in order to draw this one. So I tried not to copy it too much. And then around that I drew some other mushrooms as well as some cozy items such as books and tea and candles and stuff like that. And then I just went with this color scheme that has some really vibrant, fun colors to make it a bit more, I don't know, yeah, vibrant, fun, summery. I do eventually, because I am Danish, I do at some point want to make a Hygge theme that's more inspired by what I think Hygge is. But for this theme I just went with the sort of more general idea of Hygge and cozy times. I was actually quite nervous for how this theme would turn out, because although I had picked out what colors I wanted to use, I hadn't really planned which things I wanted to be what color, and because it's a bit of a strange color scheme, it was also really difficult for me to sort of visualize how it would turn out before I actually colored it in. But in the end, I was really happy with how it turned out. It had exactly the kind of colorful vibes I was going for. And now you can see on the right page, I'm setting up a sort of monthly dashboard. So I have a calendar list where I can write down all the dates and appointments and deadlines and things I need to remember. And then what I'm coloring in right now is more of a grid calendar, just for a visual overview of how the month is planned out. And then underneath that I have a space to write down the things I want to focus on this month. And on this page the doodles are very limited, but I keep the color scheme the same as on the front page or the cover page to tie it all together. And then I'm just adding a few sparkles as a last touch. The next pages are my expense tracker on the left page and my notes page on the right page. Last month I stopped doing monthly habit trackers because I realized that I kind of forgot to fill them in, and they also weren't motivating me anymore. So I just needed to mix things up a little bit with how I was doing things. So my expense tracker is the exact same. It has always been just a table of date, category, and amount of money spent. And then my notes page is only one page instead of 2 pages, because I also wasn't using that so much, and that way these two can fit next to each other. And then for the decorations, I drew these mushrooms sort of growing out of the spine of the page to tie the 2 pages together, and then once again just did this border of these kind of cozy items. I do think that my favorite thing of this entire setup is on these pages, and that is the knitting mushroom. I just wanted another mushroom that was sort of humanoid, so it wasn't just the meditating mushroom on the cover page. And then I had this idea to make it a knitting mushroom, so that would also sort of connect the mushrooms to the drawings going around the page. And then of course I colored all the doodles in the same colors as before. Because I drew all the mushrooms in the same colors to make them match, look like they were the same kind of mushroom, there was a lot of orange is the name of that color. There's a lot of orange and green on this page, so the Hygge items are mostly blue and purple to balance out the amount of the different colors. And then on the expense tracker page, I'm also using blue and purple to make the table a bit more readable, and again to balance out the use of colors. Once again, I'm just adding some sparkles as a finishing touch. I got really into doing this in my August setup, and I think it might be my new obsession. So now we are already onto the weekly spreads, which I am also doing a slightly little bit different from how I usually do it. I'm still using the rolling task list or the rolling weekly, but I moved the task list onto the left side and the days of the week onto the right side. And then I have this header that you can see already now that has some doodles. It has the number of the week, and then it also has 4 habit trackers. Turns out I wasn't ready to completely give up habit trackers, but I moved them onto my weekly spread to see if I would use them more that way. And I really do. The way I use my bullet journal, I usually have it open next to me while I'm working, and I work from home, so it's just lying open on my weekly spread most of the time. So anything that's on my weekly spread is more likely to be used than any of the other pages, because these are the pages that the book is constantly flipped open to. I think I explained that sufficiently about 100 times just then. But yeah, by putting in my habit trackers on the weekly pages, I really felt more motivated to actually use them and to actually complete my daily habits. But other than that, it's just the same as usual. I have the rolling task list on the left page where I can write down all the tasks that don't have to get done on a specific date. And then on the right page, I have the days of the week where I can write down things that are more specific to the days of the week. I also have a mini calendar so I can see where we are in the month, and a blank space to write down anything extra I haven't made special room for. So this is how that turned out, and that brings us to the end of this entire setup. I'll just do a quick flip through so you can see it all together, and add a little pink to the mouth of the mushroom. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to see more, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and take care. Bye.